So we need a statement from Daud. Are Arsenal going to win this Sunday?
1,000,000%.
That's better.
1,000,000%.
All I want to say is every Eze.
Thank you, Fonzie.
People have been clowning. For Gyokeres. Do that celebrate. They've been clowning Gyokeres. Why? Because the way he moves. Because he's a bit croggy. He doesn't move right. He's not that 6'4" lean striker that can do Cruyff turns. Bro, he's an old school striker. He knows what the back of the goal is. He knows how to score goals. And we've actually got a goal scoring front of goal. So if you give them chances that you gave to Gordon to Victor Gyokeres, you know he's taking them chances, and you know he scored them chances.
Yeah, but we won't though, because when we play Arsenal, we're not going to play the same way that we play Newcastle. We're obviously going to rise to the occasion, and it's at Anfield.
Yeah, and
you understand?
I don't think you'll be that open at home.
Daud, I know you don't mind me asking you this. How old are you, Daud?
27.
The last time you beat Liverpool at Anfield, you were 13. You haven't even had a mustache or a beard. You haven't even had. No one knew who Daud was. Now you're a celebrity on TikTok and stuff. Everyone know Daud. Before then, no one knew who you were, and you were 13 years old. Imagine that's how long ago that was.
The difference is
you want to know how long ago it was when Arsenal beat Liverpool at Anfield? I was in school. I finished school. I graduated university. I worked in the chemical engineering field, and I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I've seen my team be shit, horrendous, really bad, and Arsenal have never beaten us at Anfield since 2012. So this confidence, I just don't get the confidence from Arsenal fans. They're so confident that they're going to come to Anfield and win just based off of Newcastle performance. Okay, first of all, let's establish something. Hold on, let's establish something. Dawood's club is the same club that actually haven't had a shot on target at St. James's Park in 2 years. They haven't had a shot on target, never mind a goal. They actually haven't even had a shot on target at St. James's Park. Everyone here, I'm sure, I think your club lost to St. James's Park. Ahmed, didn't your club lose to St. James's Park as well last year?
Yes, we did.
Yes. Jay's club lost to St. James's Park as well. So what? We're gonna act like going to Newcastle away?
No. The difference was no. Don't do that because
something. Newcastle scored a goal from a long throw-in and another goal from a set piece.
It wasn't a goal.
Newcastle did Joga Bonito and destroyed us.
It wasn't the goals. It's having 10 men for 45 minutes. They got a red card in the first half. It wasn't they got a red card in the 70th minute, 80th minute. In the first half, they got the red card, and in the second half, they were the only team before Liverpool scored the winner. They were the only team that were trying to win that game. Losing a 2-0 lead against 10 men. Against 10 men. Liverpool don't do that. Liverpool do not.
Yeah, but sometimes it's more difficult to play against 10 men.
No, but you say home performance as well. Against Bournemouth, Jamie Carragher even said it. He even said he knows Liverpool more than me, and he's been watching Liverpool more than me. And he said even pre-season, the way that you guys have been playing the high line and playing aggressive and playing this basketball football, it's not this same Liverpool where it was controlled like last season. Liverpool's controlled. He wasn't.
So you're talking about us defensively, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think we're going to be as open defensively against an Arsenal? Do you think Slot is an idiot?
It's not Slot. I think it's the players. You've got attacking mentality players. You've got Gyokeres. Gyokeres is not going to sit. He's going to want to bomb forward. You're going to have.
Yeah, but you're not talking about the other side of the argument. We conceded 6-3, but how many did we score? We scored 9 goals in 3 games. Not 9, actually. Wait, 4 plus 3, 7 plus. Yeah, 9 goals in 3 games. 9 goals in 3 games, Dawood.
I know, but
listen, this ain't.
Look at the team.
Chances at Old Trafford. We don't have Mbuemo, Cunha, and the bums who lost to Grimsby. We have serious players up top, mate. I got Hugo Ekitike, you get me? I got Mohamed Salah, still scamming GA at his age, you get me? Still getting GA even at his age. And I've got Gakpo who's been scoring goals too. So that's the thing, Dawood, you're very confident, but you have to remember it's Anfield. It's Anfield.
Arsenal aren't pulling up with their best squad either. You're missing Saka and Odegaard potentially.
Yeah. Odegaard. With Eze now, Odegaard's not inside.
I don't even think Odegaard's.
Also, you just forgot about Odegaard now. Okay, first. Okay.
We've got an upgrade. We've got an upgrade in Ebrigi Eze, who's actually a guy, a ball carrying midfielder who can score goals. That is probably Odegaard getting injured is a disadvantage to Liverpool. That's a massive disadvantage to Liverpool because Eze, we can all agree Eze is a better
I
footballer
love this.
than
This is
Odegaard.
great.
Who's going to be playing the left wing for you?
This time I give it 4 weeks before they're like, Eze is not working. We need to bring
Just out of
Odegaard back into
curiosity,
the lineup.
are you going to be playing Martinelli on?
My front three will be Martinelli, Gyokeres, Madueke, and Eze in the number 10. That will be my because Martinelli in big games, you need him in big games.
He's good in transition, isn't he, on the counter attack, isn't he, Martinelli? That's probably where he shines. So, and that's
I think in big games, that's the reason why we've got. This is the first time we've had this amount of squad depth. We've got the players that can play in certain games where Martinelli cannot play against low block teams. That's why they're playing against Leeds United. Martinelli will play against Liverpool, and whoever's playing that right back position will be getting pressed. Martinelli has had great performances at Anfield. We've got Eze. How many times has Eze performed well at Anfield?
Trent isn't here anymore.
How many times has Eze performed at Anfield? Eze. He's cooked you guys so many times at Anfield. I've seen his last 3 performances at Anfield where he got an assist for that Zaha goal. He got another goal against Liverpool. He performs well at Anfield, Eze. We've got obviously Gyokeres now as a bagsman. He can score. He can know where the back of the goal is. We've got Zubimendi and Rice, which has had a great partnership this season. And our back line in Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori, who have performed absolutely fantastic this season. I know it's against Leeds United and Man United, but they've performed so well. And Raya, come on. Raya has, last 2 seasons, we can't all agree, he's been one of the best keepers in the Premier League in the last 2 seasons. So I'm going into this game fully confident. Confident.
United kind of cooked you, though, a couple of weeks ago. I know the result was only 1-0, but that was a pretty close game. That I come away from that thinking Arsenal looked stinky after the United game, and look where they've just lost to fucking Grimsby last night. So that there's a couple of warning signs there, even though you have got the wins in certain games. But yeah, I don't think you guys looked great against United one bit. I thought if anything, they were probably the better side, in my opinion.
Be careful, Jay. Arsenal are scary. They beat Leeds. You beat the mighty
Forgetting that
Leeds.
you're playing at Anfield too. You know, Arteta in a couple of days is going to be putting up the "You Never Walk Alone" music in Arsenal training. Like it's
I don't
going
know
to
how
happen.
my United fan that just lost against Grimsby United has got this confidence, this energy.
Hey, I'm saying, what confidence, what energy? All I'm saying is this same team who lost to Grimsby, we still played better than you when we played you guys.
Right, can I ask you a question, Husam? Are you not, are you worried a bit about, Mr. Konate, bro? Because, I feel like
of course.
his head is in, I feel like his head's in Madrid, bro. You know what I mean? His head's in Madrid, but his body's in Liverpool right
100%.
now. So,
I think signing Gahey is more important than signing Isak. I stick by my opinion on that. I agree with you. I think Konate, you see, Ahmed, you see why when you talk to Liverpool fans, we're not like Arsenal fans. We don't make excuses. We call out our players when they play like shit. I think Konate has been stinky in the first 2 games. And actually, even if I go to Wembley, like he's actually been absolutely horrendous, to be honest with you. I agree with you. I think he needs to step up, though. Now, here's the thing where I'll bring trust into this. Jay probably is the only one that can relate with how successful his club has been in the last 3-4 years. You always back the player to turn up in a big moment like this. As much as Konate has been horrendous in the first 2 games, I know because Konate's played World Cup final, Champions League final, FA Cup final, Carabao Cup final. And actually, the Champions League final that we lost to Madrid, he was probably our best outfield player in that game. Like, he was unbelievable. The Konate's only issue before was fitness. Now, I think this Sunday is the type of game where he will turn up. He will perform. Like, I back him to perform more than I back him to, like, get cooked. And let's look at the profile of striker he's coming up against. Victor Gyokeres. Very fast, rapid, transition striker. But that's literally what Konate, like, deals with ease. So if we're talking about getting hit on the transition, Konate is probably even quicker than even Gyokeres is. And he can handle his athleticism and physicality. So I back what Konate can bring against what he can bring against Gyokeres. I think he'll be able to handle him. But if his form continues, it's going to be very difficult for me to continue to say this. I will still back the player, of course, but I have to be honest and say I think he's not been really good in the first 2-3 games. But this Sunday is a big test for him, and I think we will come through the test. We'll come through the test as a club in general, because here's the thing: when Liverpool finished 5th and we were really bad, and Arsenal were playing that sexy, amazing football, they came to Anfield and they were 2-0 up. And we ended up drawing the game 2-2. That was the bad Liverpool, by the way. And we should have won the game at the end if it wasn't for Ramsdale heroics, literally. The problem is,
It wasn't a great Arsenal team.
you're saying it wasn't a great Arsenal team, but I'll probably say that's the best football you played in the Arteta era ever.
That's true.
I know, but that doesn't win you titles. Playing sexy football does not win you titles. I think having that.
Really? Who's won the league in the last 9 years?
Is that true?
What does then? What does then under our tackle?
Yeah, all-
Who's won the
yeah.
league in the last 9 years then, Mister? It doesn't always win you titles. Tell me.
Watching Man City is not sexy football. That's you could. It's like watching paint dry. They pass.
Hey, we
for
play
about,
sexy football.
Man City pass.
Come
No,
on,
you don't. No,
man.
you don't.
Come
You
on,
pass for
mate.
about
Yeah,
3
we do.
hours. You pass around for about 3 hours before you get a shot on target.
We've had
I
some of the
think-
most entertaining teams in Premier League history. That scored
Yeah, but it's like
highest
sexy
point
football or
totals,
not, who cares?
most
They're
goals
winning.
scored. Most goals scored in a Premier League season. Like, you can't deny these things. These
Oh,
are
my
facts.
God.
I'd rather sit
Also,
here
wait
and
1 second, Sheik. It's funny no one said this. I know it's not an Arsenal fan talking about entertainment. Are you okay? Are you sure you want to go down this road?
Yeah, that's
Are you sure you want to
Yeah,
go down this
the
road?
set
It's
piece
not
nil-nil.
entertainment.
set piece
merchants,
FC.
yeah.
Yeah, set piece.
Do you
FC.
know that Arsenal football puts us all to sleep? Like, do you all know how bad it is? Like, if I can't fall asleep at night, I put on an Arsenal game and I immediately fall asleep. Like, are you gonna sit up here and act like you're this entertaining club?
I can't take this from an answer.
I did not once say we play entertaining football.
Come on, Daud, you're better than
You
this.
said we
Come
played
on.
sexy football in that first season. We finished second. We did, but that didn't win us a title, and that's the reason why we've changed. Because
Yeah, but I'm saying even when we were 8th and finished 5th, you still couldn't beat us in Anfield, and you're so confident now. Like, you're coming to the champions' ground. You know, I think a draw is a good result.
I
for
know,
you.
I know this has been said too many times, but I think this season is different for Arsenal. We've got this season is different for us because we've got that squad depth, and I think we haven't had that squad depth in. This is the first time in 20 years, I'd say, we've had the best. This is the best squad depth we've ever had, where we've got Saka injured and Odegaard injured. And we're not panicking. Last season, if Saka and Odegaard got injured before this game, we'd be crying, saying, "Oh, we've got no chance against Liverpool. Who's going to play on the right? Who's going to play that number 10 position?" Now we've got Eze coming in. Like you have to acting like Eze isn't a great player. Eze is one of the best players.
I don't think anyone here
Yeah,
denied
don't forget
that.
Madueke as well.
I
Don't
don't
forget
think,
Madueke as
no.
well.
I think
Yeah.
what you're getting confused though with is
You watched Eze
Eze-
against Chelsea first game of the season. You know how
listen.
well he played.
I'm not saying Eze is not a good player. I don't think anyone here is saying Eze is not a good player, but we also know what Arsenal can be like at times too. You know, it's not just listen. You can have a good player, but there's also guys around him. How does he work? How does XYZ work too? You know, at Crystal Palace, he gets a lot of touches on the ball. Is that going to be the same at Arsenal? There's a lot of like moving parts before we start saying someone's going to be as effective as maybe they've been at a previous club. That's what I would probably say. But listen, at the end of the day, I think Liverpool will beat Arsenal. My personal opinion. It's only because it's Anfield. That's literally the only reason I can get.
I think it'll be a draw. 2-2, I think.
That's
Yeah, I
what
think
you
it'll
need,
be a
Jay.
draw.
That's
I
what
think
you
it'll be a
need.
draw.
That's what I
not what
hope.
you want.
And then I'll listen to all the Arsenal fans going, that's a good result away at
Yeah.
Liverpool and all this. So I'll just be like, well, this is why you never win fucking Premier Leagues. That's the exact reason.
Chat, let me ask all the chat a question. Who's the most boring club to watch in the out of the top 6, I'd say? That's the better question. Who's the most boring club to watch out of the top 6, chat? One word answers, please. No life stories. Just give me one word answer. I want to see where the chat's mind is at, because I can't believe it was Daud talking about City
It's
are
got to
boring.
be Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be Arsenal, I'll be honest.
Barcelona fans are saying Arsenal. I think that tells you.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know, bro. Like, that's just... There you go.
It's just
See.
all Arsenal.
Watch. It's literally all Arsenal, bro. Oh, one guy says City Fairs. That's a Madrid fan, by the way. Madrid fan saying Arsenal. Look at that.
Every City game was like 3-2, 3-3 and shit last year. I don't understand. I don't get where this comes from. We can see
It's
goals.
unbelievable. The whole chat is saying Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
And Dawood's
Yeah,
talking about
that's-
entertainment.